I've done a little reverse engineering of one of these before. It's the Chinese sort of mushroom light, toadstool light, but I kind of really like them, and every time I see a different style of one I buy it, and occasionally when I'm just placing an order I'll just add one because I quite like the mushrooms. Then I completely forget just how many I've ordered, and oh. Anyway, we'll get these ones out of the way because this is the most recent one. And let's take a wee look inside. This one is different from the others because it... where's my socket? I'll just turn this socket over here, plug this in, plug this deadly adapter in, and plug the light into it, and turn it on. Oh, isn't that sweet? Little mushrooms. Strange pinky colour. I think they're warm white LEDs. And sadly this time they're not in sockets like the other ones. All the other ones. Are all the other ones in sockets? Yes, they are. Yeah, every single other one of them has them in little, the LEDs in sockets. I'm trying to get this off without pulling the LED out. So you can actually change the LED. But this is the first one I've ever had that doesn't have the LEDs in sockets, which is a bit disappointing in a way. Maybe that's because people have been pulling the covers off and then putting the LEDs in back to front and blowing them or something. Don't know. Maybe it's just an economy measure. Don't know. But anyway, it's got the colour changing LED in the middle, it's got off and it's got on. That's it. No light sensor. So let's open it and take a wee look at its construction while causing an avalanche of electronic stuff on my bench here. There's a screw hole there, but this looks like this cap could either... Oh, that was a bit easier than expected actually. Rightio. The two wires going up, they're connected in series with the link wire. Same construction as the other one, they've got an extra stiff wire in there, sleeved in white, pushed up the sleeving. And this one, instead of just being trapped in the base, they're actually hot melt glued in, which is that's a bit of an improvement. Screwdriver. I wish they did them with a square pin plug for the UK market, but they don't, so you have to use the adapter. No stopping me from making one right enough. Right, is this all going to spill out when I open it? What's it going to be like? Okay. Rightio. Let's analyse this. So we've got the live coming in, the mains coming in anyway, from the socket, and it goes through the switch to the board. One end goes straight to the rectifier, bridge rectifier here. The other end goes through the capacitor and a 510k discharge resistor across that. Then from the outside output from the bridge rectifier, it's connected straight across capacitor, little capacitor, a dubious capacitor with a rating of, because it's very small, 25 volt, is that 22 microfarad? I'm not sure, it doesn't have to be that high. This little capacitor here, 330 nano, quite common. So that charges up capacitor, and then the LEDs are connected with the red and black. The black is connected through this resistor here. Brown, grey, brown, 180 ohms. And the other terminal goes straight to the electrolytic. So I'll do a wee sketch of that. Negative, negative. Positive? Okay. In keeping with general Chinese weirdness, the negative to the LEDs is connected to the positive of the capacitor, and the positive LEDs connect to the negative of the capacitor, although the bridge rectifier is shown connected correctly. So the red is negative and the black is positive going up to the LEDs. Interesting. Let's do a quick doodle of this. No great surprises, I have to say. Live and neutral, let's call it 220 volt this time because it is Chinese and that's their voltage, which is jolly handy because it's very close to ours. Not so jolly if you're American because that means that your products will be sort of non-standard, non-Chinesey. This would still light if plugged into 110 volts, but it'd probably be a wee bit dimmer. So yes, we've got the going through the capacitor, discharge resistor, bridge rectifier, AC 330 nano, that was 510k, plus minus going straight to a slightly dubious capacitor because the LEDs go open circuit, it may go bang, which may be why you can't unplug the LEDs. And then from the positive, positive of the capacitor is 180 ohms to the LEDs. And I can draw all the LEDs because there are only 3. With the middle one being colour changing. And that's it. It's neat enough. It's quite nice. It works. Oh, the capacitor, I think the capacitor is 22 microfarad. At about 25 volts, did I say? It's a very small capacitor. Yeah, 25 volts. Technically speaking, it's only going to see, well, the current's limiting, so it'll see a bit more than the voltage across the LEDs, which is going to be about 9 volts, and then it's just going to rise up a wee bit more because it's before that resistor, but it's going to be probably well within 25 volts. I suppose there's one way we could find out, and that's to plug it in and stick a meter across it. Something is going to go bang one day. Oh well. Get the power over. Let's see what this voltage this goes up to. Ah yes, the science of plugging dodgy Japanese products in while poking around on the circuit board. Right, meter. So the voltage on the circuit board is going to be across the capacitor. Oh, that's quite, I can't even hold it either. Oh, this is quite messy, I have to say. Well, I can go straight to there, and I can go to there. So the open circuit voltage is, well, the voltage across it is 14 volts. Nowhere near the 25 volts, that's alright. Yes. Oh, I quite like these things. One day I'm going to make some sort of bizarre light with lots and lots of these mushrooms just poking out and the leaves and everything just all poking out in a big clump from something. Not really sure. But yeah, I kind of like these. I've got a sneaky feeling I'm probably going to buy more of them as well. But that's how it goes. The perils of eBay.